Well, more and more kids are coming back home to live for various reasons, but is that such a bad thing? Also, when your child is an adult, do you stop being a parent and just become a friend? We're back with our panelists who are helping us figure it all out. All right, so we mentioned at the top of the show, you have a child who's come back home.
I do.
And, you know, for a lot of parents, I got to tell you, it's comforting because when kids leave, you don't feel as needed. And all of a sudden, it's like you can be a different type of needed. But at the same time, you have to prepare some boundaries.
Right. Well, and when she came back, that was my initial feeling, and especially since she had my granddaughter with her, and I was thinking, wow, this is going to be great. And then about a couple months into it, okay, we need some boundaries, we need some understandings, because if we're living in the same household, going back to the idea that we're sharing this space, we share responsibilities. So whether you're 12 or 24, we're all going to pitch in. And so you know, I'm a mom. I'm going to be a mom the rest of my life. She's going to be my daughter the rest of her life, and I'm always going to help her get back on her feet. And it's hard being, you know, starting off with a new family and making all of those ends meet. So,
yeah, if a lot of us had that help,
right.
You know.
But, you know, it's hard on them as well because they want their own space. And so we try to make those things work, and she understands that it's only temporary, and so we make those adjustments as we go along with the idea that there is an end to this.
All right, we have Mother of the Year right over here. How many kids do you have?
8.
You have 8?
Yes, 6 boys and 2 girls.
Wow. Okay.
Oldest is 27 and the baby is 6.
Oh, wow. Okay. And so what's the situation in your household right now?
Well, actually, it was this happened in January and things, and my 27-year-old moved in and with our boyfriend and things, and we made some major adjustments, you know. But we we knew that in 30 days everything would be up, and we told him to get a job, you know, get a life, and she did. She did. They both have jobs now. They have their own apartment. They're stable. They're on their own. I'm very proud of her, you know, and things of what she did. But if we would have kept feeding them and housing them and keep doing, you know what, they just would have stayed home.
Heck, I would have moved in.
Yeah, you would have moved in with me. But me,
yeah. Boundaries again.
Yeah, and my husband and I were both great with all the kids, you know, and things, and he was way more lenient than I am, you know, and I was like, you know, but you're right, we do have to make adjustments, and I had little kids there, you know, but give them that time limit. Right. Let them go off on their own and tell them, you know what, we're proud of you. We know you can do this. Yeah, go for it. Go do it. And they did.
But you know, I gotta bring this up. We're in such a international city, and I mentioned earlier that I had grown up in countries around the world. With a lot of my friends around the world, guess what? Grandma, grandpa, mom and dad and the kids are all in the same house. Right. And that's normal. That's very nurturing for them. It's kind of like a different thing in America where we kind of go, okay, kick them out of the nest, go, right? So is it such a bad thing to really have everybody under one roof?
I think, you know, it's a cultural piece on how well accepted it is, which comes from other cultures. American culture is not as much of the norm as it is in other cultures, but I think if we're going to do that, and we need to do that for whatever reason, creating the boundaries, like this mom said, it's very important. And making them consistent boundaries. I look at boundaries in 2 ways. You got waterfalls and you have doors. Waterfalls means you tell me something, but I can come through it. You don't tell me to get out. I can come back. Doors, every time you hit it, you're going to knock your head. And so what I say is the same thing. So 30 days meant 30 days, right? It didn't mean 31. It didn't mean 60. It meant 30. When you get to 30, we already had the conversation. You have the expectation. Now this is what it's going to be.
Start preparing the day you move in. All right, Jenna, you have a comment?
How do you get your parents comfortable with you moving far away for college?
Oh, yeah, the separation begins.
They may never be comfortable with it. I think that's a hard road that I don't want to. I don't look forward to going down, but.
It is the first time I ever saw my mom cry, ever, is when I went off to college. And I actually changed where I was going. I decided not to go off to school in California and go to UT in Austin because I was about an hour and 20 minutes away. The good thing was far enough away that they wanted you to get there right away. You go, oh, can't, test, but close enough where I could go ahead
Can
and
I
get
interject
home.
on that one? I think the way to do that is to ease them out as well. You have to wean your parents off at that. You know, I've had all of mine now leave the nest, and I said for the first, you know, few months, I'm going to want to Skype every week. I'm going to, you know, so I need a weekly phone call.
Because we can today.
Right. And so once we get to the point where we feel like, okay, they're going to be all right, they're doing fine, then we can make that a little further.
My mom had a surprise visit up at UT once, and she goes, okay, now which one's your apartment? I'm in town to come see you. And I was like, wow. I was hiding toothbrushes. It was like, that's not my shirt. Okay, we'll be right back.